His Excellency the President made some reassignment of portfolios last week, and I was reassigned to the Ministry of Public Service, Performance and Delivery Management, and CS Rebecca Miano has been reassigned from the Ministry of EAC, ASAL and Regional Development to come and take over from me in this ministry. Some achievement that we have achieved, PS and I here came up with our county aggregation industrial parks to reduce post-harvest losses, but most important, to put a culture of industrialization and manufacturing into this country. All 47 counties committed to that agenda. 16 of them, we went out there and announced some of them with the sections of the President, and all the other 31 counties at different stages of procurement, which I hope is something that will be taken forward. The impact of that project will be seen probably in the next 18 months. We've had a major achievement in terms of trying to curb unnecessary imports, as I've given the figures on the imports to export. I want to thank Parliament because Parliament supported us through the Finance Act of 2023, where we now have an export and investment promotion levy coming out of imports of selected products which we can produce here. We were in the process and have, requested my sister to ensure that we actually expand that space. Things like shoes, things like furniture, things that can really, be used. We can be able to manufacture them here locally. That we expand that space and include them in this levy so that we continue to create jobs. And indeed, when we were here and I set up $10 billion US target, it looked like far-fetched. But I want to tell you that just one investor, that is the Afri-Exim Bank, where we announced $3 billion of investment. You've seen us here with other groundbreakings, in Dongo Kundu and all that. A lot of PPP projects coming up on the water housing. I would say we are roughly around half the mark, and I believe there is a lot of interest for people to invest in Kenya, especially because of our AFCFTA potential. The biggest problem, of course, is that we have to relook at the impediments to investments, not by this ministry, but by other departments within government. So luckily for me, in my new docket, and I'll be with you in the course of the week when I take over from PCS Musalia Mudavadi on my delivery and performance docket, which I'm taking over from Honorable Musalia. That in my new role now, I have the space to be able to unblock some of those cross-cutting issues from a cross-functional point of view. Look at points of dissonance and where we are inhibiting investment is whether it is through our PPP unit, whether it is through our AG, whether it is through state corporations. Areas like housing, affordable housing, which has a lot of interest from investors, renewable energy, manufacturing for export, agro-processing. So these areas are areas with a very high interest from investors. I cannot say that the problem is attracting investors. I think that's what we've done. The biggest problem is bringing it home and bringing it to the finish line. And how to bring it to the finish line is really breaking the Chinese walls that exist between different departments, which luckily, fortunately, that now falls within my new mandate under the performance and delivery function.
Thank you very much. And when I look at the data, Waziri Moses, when you took over, the investments were just about 446 million. And the fact that you have grown maybe up to half of the target of 10 billion is quite remarkable, and we will pick it up from there. And in terms of geopolitics, like you have said, I have taken over today. My next role is to synchronize government position so that we have a common government position. So I need to do that. In government, there is nothing new about transitions. When you take oath of office, you take oath of office to serve as a cabinet secretary. And so I find myself during this reshuffle as the cabinet secretary for investments, trade and industry. I am very glad. This morning we have spent a lot of time with Waziri Moses. He has taken me through many issues, where they have been, where they have reached, and more importantly, I have fully understood the dream, the foundational work that has been done, and I am glad that I'm coming in at this stage when everything has been set. I look forward to taking the baton and working hard together with the team. I've also realized that the ministry is well endowed with qualified PSs and senior officials. They are professionals, and I am glad that I will be working with such a team. The way I see trade, the way I see investments and even industries, it is a growth pillar of this country. And therefore, I will come in with the best foot forward. We are together in government with Waziri Moses, and we will model this dream and the achievements together. We will work closely even in the ministry where he has gone, public service and performance. And Moses, I want to assure you, you will not look back and say there is no performance here, because I have understood. I know in the coming days, I have a lot to catch up on, a lot to read, but I am upbeat that with the support of the team I have found here, with the team of you friends, we will take it up from here and take the country to the next level. He has taken me through the data, important data, about the GDP, the manufacturing, the level of investments. We have discussed the unemployment, and we have discussed the state of manufacturing. How I look forward that in the next maybe 1 year or 18 months, we shall together look at how much we have moved the needle, and the data will be on an upward trajectory from where we have found it. And so I want to thank all of you for finding time to be here in the handover ceremony. The real handover has actually happened. We have gone through in details. And Waziri Moses, I also wish you the very best.